What a pleasure to be with you here, April 6th, 2021. In the last few weeks, we've been talking about different spiritual disciplines that really helping us open up to God. And, they kind of range, but ultimately they have a lot of things in common. When you talk about contemplation, you talk about journaling or practicing the presence or rest or self care, all these things, they kind of have an underlying aspect through all of that. And in the spiritual discipline we're kind of going to look at today, a short video today, but simplicity. And I think simplicity is something that ideally sounds great and something we want, but whatever it is, it's a hard thing to live a simple life. What does a simple life look like? Is it the same for everyone? Those are questions we would ask. But, the desire behind simplicity is to, uncomplicate and untangle your life so that you can focus on what really matters. What is the thing that matters in your life? Um, it's cultivating that art of letting go of things. And we have shows, uh, here in America, I'm sure maybe other parts of the world, about hoarders, and it's always seen negatively, hoarder, because they hoard all this stuff up. They just keep hoarding it up, and it's choking the life out of the house, like it's choking the space. And the same thing happens in our lives. We hoard all these different things. Matthew 6:19-21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, for your treasure is there. Your heart will be also. And I think it's important that we get to a simplicity in our lives. The as great philosopher and entertainer once said, "Mo money, mo problems." And it's no coincidence that Scripture really does address issues with money and things like that. How money in and of itself is not evil, but it can bring out a lot of bad tendencies in people. It's because the more of it there is, the more you got to deal with, simply. And you can relate that to other things. The more properties you own, that's more responsibilities. It's simple things like that. And I'm not saying sell the farm. I'm not saying don't have all those things. I'm just saying in life, whether it be relationships, whether it be hobbies, whether it be different aspects of your life, where could life be simpler? Because we have such a finite amount of time every day, and that doesn't change. You get 24 hours roughly every day. Some's got to go to sleep, some's got to go to eating, and the rest is your choice. So, what is the focus? And the more complex our schedules are, um, the harder it can be to really focus on what is important. And you could say the reverse as well. Maybe if somebody has nothing going on, but I would always have to say, give me more time with God uh, over anything else. So, and I love in Matthew 5, verse 37, simply let your yes be yes and your no be no. Um, make life simpler. Simplicity is something that is needed in this world. There's a lot of complex things. There's a lot of things that we can spend our entire lives trying to question, and it can consume us. So I would pray that today you will just think about ways that you could possibly make your life simpler. Whether it be an unhealthy habit, a hobby that no longer brings you joy, even relationships you may have that are no longer beneficial to either of you. I think sometimes we can be too quick to end friendships, and sometimes we're not quick enough, and that's all something we have to discern through the Spirit. But you know, a lot of times relationships are a big part of what shapes us, and so if you have somebody in your life and it's like every time y'all talk it's some type of drama, some type of just excitement, that might be something to look out for. If it's always negative, how could you be helping them? How could you be blessing them? Things like that. At the end of the day, what's important? I mean, that's ultimately the question. At the end of the day, what is most important? I pray that in light of, Holy Week and just the amazing things the Lord is doing, I pray that we'll just take that time and just really live out simplicity in our lives. Tune out those distractions and focus on the Lord. Also, I would just ask that you pray with me for Matt and Julia Alexa. Baby Wesley went to be with the Lord yesterday, April 5th, in the afternoon. And so we thank Wesley for the strength and the determination and fight he showed, and we want to trust in God and give Him the praise and the glory, because He is the same God on the mountaintop as He is in the valley. So keep them lifted up and just love the people in your life. Find the people that bring out the best in you. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day.